Hello, today we are going to talk about the challenge of AI bias, one of the four biases of AI ethics. But before we talk about AI bias, let's touch upon what is bias. So, bias is the inclination of a person, society on the whole, or a group of people, or any organization to be unfair towards a person or a group of people without any valid reason. Some examples of bias: if you visit websites and check out their virtual assistants, then most of them have a female voice. Or if you search on Google for salons, then the first few searches are mostly for female salons because it is assumed that females use salons more and they are the ones who are searching for them on Google. If we take our life at homes, then we expect girls to be more organized while allowing boys to be more boisterous. We expect people beyond a certain age to be less healthy. These are all examples of bias. How does it translate to AI systems? If I have to define AI bias, then systematic and unfair discrimination in AI systems caused by biases in the training dataset, rhythms, or design processes is the AI bias. As you can see, there are three primary steps where we can transfer the bias that we have as an individual or a group or a society to the system that we are developing. The first is, of course, the training data set. If it is biased, then the AI system that is trained on that data set would be biased. The algorithms that are designed, if that is biased, then again the AI system would be biased. And the overall design process, if the design process itself is biased against a group or an individual, then we'll get AI systems that are biased. So how do we get to know the AI system is biased or not? If an AI system produces outcomes that favor one group over another unfairly, then we say that the AI system is biased. Now, that could be due to multiple reasons. It could be due to the information it was trained on, it could be due to the algorithm that the AI system uses, or it could be the overall design process used by the developers. Before we get to how we can try to eliminate AI bias, let us talk a bit about why does it matter that the AI systems should be unbiased. As we discussed in our introductory video also, that AI systems are affecting every aspect of our life, be it personal, professional, or social lives. We use apps at every point of time, whether we are working at home or we are hanging out with friends or just traveling, watching a movie. We use apps everywhere, and AI has become a very critical component of all the apps that we use, which means that AI systems are affecting real lives. And if the AI system is biased, then that biased AI is affecting real lives. We are having systems that are making very important decisions about their lives, like the hiring decision, loan applications, even the line of treatment that an ailment needs to be taken. Those decisions are being made either by the machines completely or in coordination with machines. So we need them to be unbiased. Let us take an example of hiring app. Now, what is the work of a hiring app? The hiring app is supposed to scan the resumes for any job post and find the best candidates, so maybe 10, 20 or 50 depending upon what its instruction is, and provide it to the recruiter or the HR manager, who will then take it further and conduct interviews and make the final hiring. But that initial scanning can be done by an app because it is more efficient. The training data set of this hiring app would be resumes, right? But if the data set used is biased, say it has more resumes of men as compared to women, then the app might unfairly assume that this job is more suitable for men, and it may end up preferring male candidates over equally qualified women candidates. And of course, that is unfair to the women because nobody said that they were less qualified. So where does this biased training data come from? This could be simply due to social prejudices. Say the training data set was picked up from the past successful resumes and it had more male resumes than female resumes. And no one bothered to check if the number of resumes from males and female candidates was balanced. So the training dataset that was chosen was biased, and then there was no human intervention to check if it is unbiased. That is how our bias is transferred to the AI system. So what is the remedy? The first and foremost is, of course, human intervention. The tools and systems should help the organizations in being more efficient and effective, but at what cost? Nobody wants to be unfair to some set of people, and so human intervention is required. Like I said just now, if somebody had checked whether the number of males and female resumes is balanced, then this bias would not have been introduced in the AI system. The second thing is the AI system must be trained on diverse and unbiased data. So here we were taking an example of a hiring app, but for other apps also, care should be taken that the data set has a gender balance, it has a racial balance, it has geographic balance. If that is taken care of, only then we will have a diverse, unbiased data set on which to train the AI systems, and then they will not be biased. Now, how that can be done? For doing that, the people who are responsible for AI training should be intentional about it, intentional about eliminating the data bias. They should check at each step of choosing the data set, cleaning and checking it for consistency, and designing the algorithms and creating the instructions for the final output, that the bias is eliminated at every step. For instance, if I continue with the hiring app example, then if there had been a set of instructions which asked the system to check there is no gender or racial bias, then that could have been flagged before the final output was given. And that is how we can eliminate data bias by making our process itself unbiased. That was all about AI bias. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments and I promise to answer. Like I said at the beginning, this video is part of a series of videos on AI ethics. So check out the other videos whose link I have given in the description. And yes, I have also written a blog on AI ethics. So you can just check the link in the description and go read it. Thank you. Bye-bye.